Welcome to Lessons for Living. I'm psychologist Dr. Dan Johnston. Most people's lives would improve if they could just learn to be realistically unhappy. Realistic unhappiness is unhappiness that's in proportion to the negative events of life, events such as losing a job, divorce, or failing at an important task. These events are distressing, and it's normal to be upset. It's reality. Being realistically, that is, appropriately unhappy, helps us not only to accept the unfortunate events of life, but can provide direction and motivation to do what needs to be done. Many of us, unfortunately, make any bad happening worse than it is by engaging in exaggeration. Whenever anything unpleasant happens, we start thinking about how bad it could become and of all the things that may go wrong. We reach out into a future of imagined bad possibilities and bring them back into the present moment. We then begin living as if this is our new reality and make ourselves much too unhappy for the actual event. We become unrealistically unhappy as we create more trouble than we need. For example, losing a job is a real problem. Let's say that most people in such a circumstance would be about 50% miserable, and let's call this normal. Now suppose someone loses a job and immediately starts thinking, "This is terrible. I'll never get another good job again. My spouse is going to be really upset, and my kids will be embarrassed. I bet the car's repossessed, and then the house. We'll wind up living on the street in no time." Upon arriving home, such a person may find that their level of misery has increased from 50 all the way up to 100%. Where did all this extra misery come from? Well, it's made up from an imagined future of bad things that could happen but haven't. Not only is this person unrealistically unhappy, too unhappy for the event, but also stuck in a state of inaction because the situation now looks hopeless. Remember, when life gives you a problem, don't create more misery than you need. Don't rob yourself of perspective by exaggeration. Learn to accept realistic unhappiness and don't become mired in misery. Try this and see if life begins to go better.